Good morning, mga good vibes. Ako, kamusta naman ang mga buhay-buhay natin? Dahil ba kayo mag-share ng good vibes ngayong gabi? Kahit ano pang nangyari sa araw mo, ay kalimutan mo na ang mga bad thoughts na yan at makijoin na sa amin at dagdagan pa ang good vibes para sa mga kagaya ko, kagaya mo, at kagaya nating lahat na merong Insomnia! Ayan, likas na sa ating mga Pinoy ang magtipid at makahanap ng mga bagay o serbisyo kung saan tayo makakatipid. Pero minsan, di natin naisip na di masyado kagandahan ang bumili ng mga di original. Ito ang 7 examples ng mga toys na di dapat bilhin para lang makatipid. This is the Bakit Ganyan Yan, Kuya edition of our Yap Dates Reloaded. Pinasikat ni Miley Cyrus ang Disney character na si Hannah Montana at naging umpisa to ng mga merchandise na pwedeng bilhin ng mga batang umiidolo kay Hannah Montana. Pero mukhang itong laruan na ito ay sa Pampanga nabili, presenting Hannah Montana.
Wow! Saan maahanap yan? Meron ba yan sa Arizon Plaza?
Nauso din ng bonggang-bongga ang Angry Birds at halos lahat ng mga bata at maski na mga matatanda ay gustong bumili ng mga laruan nila. Medyo may kamahalan sila noong mga panahong yun at kaya kung makahanap ka ng alternative nito, ito ang Ill-Tempered Birds.
Napaka-proper at respectable naman yan. Pero mukhang genetic experiment gone wrong ang itsura nila.
Ayun, hindi pa rin nawawala sa uso ang Pokemon. Ito ay isang cartoon na kung saan ay manghuhuli at makikipaglaban ka with other kids or adults na mga nahuli mong mga Pokemons. Para sa mga medyo nagtitipid, meron tayong alternative para sa inyo, ang cartoon Fairy Balls.
Hanep, si Pikachu ang mukhang matabang daga at si Sailor Moon ang bida.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, classic superhero pa rin si Superman. Kahit anong edad ng isang tao, kilala nila kung sino si Superman. Pero para sa mga nagtitipid dyan, meron kaming alternative para sa inyo, si Special Man.
Ano ang special sa kanya? Baka nga special man with special need.
Total, nasa superheroes na rin naman tayo. Sino ba naman ang di nakakakilala kay Spider-Man? Nakailang cartoons, movies, comic books at merchandising na siya dahil sa kanyang kasikatan. Pero para sa mga nagtitipid, meron kaming ibang may offer, si Spider-Man.
Kamukha niya si Spider-Man. Pero imbis na sapot ang lumabas, sa kanya pala. Ang sakit nyo na.
Nauso ang Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles noong mga late 80s at nagkaroon to ng comeback ngayong noughties. Kung di nyo afford ang mga merchandise ng TMNT, meron namang new style Ninja Tortoise.
Dahil mas malaki ang 30 sa 30, mas makakamura ka.
Ang pelikulang Star Wars ay kilalang-kilala ng halos lahat ng mga tao kahit na anong generation. It is one of the most successful sci-fi films and it has the biggest franchise on merchandising din. From books to games to toys, Star Wars has become one of the most collected toys. Kung di nyo afford ang mga merchandise na to at meron namang alternative, presenting Space Wars.
Kung magkakaanak sila Wall-E at si Eve, ito ang magiging itsura ng anak nila.
Yep, next, a definite original and no alternatives available for her and her amazing creative talent. Designer Charina Sarte joins us tonight at the Tim Yap Show Season 6 and we will talk about her plans, love life, and more. Join the conversation by using the hashtag the Tim Yap Show Season 6 at itag nyo kami sa Twitter at Instagram at official Tim Yap. O diba? Lahat tayo sabay-sabay. Ikaw, na-hashtag ka na ba? Welcome back to the Tim Yap Show. You know, 10 years ago, when you mentioned the term woman designer, wala kang malalagay na pangalan sa katagang ito. This time, we have somebody who, aside from having a chain of stores, she also has an expansion in Europe. Kasama natin for tonight on the Tim Yap Show, Season 6, Charina Sarte. Hello there! O, diba? I future tense ko na, chain of stores. O, diba? Chain of stores.
Ako din, parang, wait, kaya yung branch na yun?
Yes. Hello, Charlie.
Hello.
And happy 10th anniversary. 10th year in the industry is no joke. Right?
Yes, I can't believe actually it's been that long.
Exactly. Of course, you have a very successful store in Greenbelt 3, and people see you, see your name, hear your name being thanked by artistas, by girls on their Instagram feeds. How did you start?
Actually, I'm sure you know this because you were with me ever
Yes.
since, like, you know, ever since the beginning. I mean, I started actually designing swimsuits. Because before, like, every time, like, I would go to the beach every weekend. It would be like so difficult for me to shop for a swimsuit that would fit me.
Kasi may mga tie-dye,
diba? And I was like, you know, extra small. So I started making my own swimsuits. I started producing them. I started having trunk shows in my apartment, inviting friends lang, private sales. And from there, it took off. And then I began to offer them in different, like, outlets.
And different sizes na
And
rin.
different sizes na rin.
Kasi before,
So, yeah.
anong nangyari? Dahil nakita niyo yung mga swimsuit ginawa para sa mga lola, sa mga titas of Manila. Sabi
Yeah, I
niya, paano yan?
remember-
It wouldn't fit her, di ba?
Yeah, actually, it's funny. It was really like that before.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when you go shopping for swimsuits, there's only, like, one style, like,
Yes.
sporty pa, na talagang masyado siyang malaki pa.
Yung pang-compete.
Yeah.
Pang Olympics na ginagamit sa Olympics. Oo.
Tapos baggy lang siya.
Oo. So pagkatapos you made a series of swimsuits, and you know, people really talked about it and wore it in the beach. And all of a sudden, everybody became sexy. So without you knowing it, you started a trend on the beach because you're all at the parties in the beach.
Yeah,
Diba?
exactly. I mean, like, I remember the first collection that I made were, like, actually, like, Brazilian. So it was
Yes.
like, I was surprised that people actually, you know, gravitated to it because of course it was really sexy, especially for
Yung mga mayo,
us,
mga
yeah.
ganon, oo. Oo, so like, it was the first time I saw those kinds of cuts in the beach. When I saw, and you know, I've been a good friend of Charina from before, but I would ask these women on the beach, what are you wearing? Who are you wearing? And they would say, Charina Sarte. And I go, whoa, I know that. I know her. O, diba? So, from swimsuits, so paano siya evolve into, you know, stuff that women wear
Yeah,
out
so,
to parties?
I made swimsuits, cover-ups, and then, you know, I mean, I've always, like, I've always been into fashion, so I decided to dabble also in clothes. And, yeah, and then, I was given an opportunity to open a store after 5 years of my
Wow.
career.
What
Yeah,
made
from
you
yes
decide
base.
na, okay, you know, I'm a budding designer, and I think it's about time that I open up my store.
Well, I was very lucky that I was actually offered a space in the mall. So I even remember asking you
Yes.
for advice because I was like, of course, it's such a big step. I remember asking you and you're asking for advice.
Yes.
And,
And some people told you don't do it.
Yes, because they were like, oh my gosh, it's a lot of work, you know. I mean, you have to have a lot of patience and but I still, like, I really wanted to push through. So against what everybody was telling me, I
Yeah.
still did it, and I'm very
Everybody
happy.
told her not to do it, by the way.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I actually did it.
Yeah.
Like,
Butin lang matigas ang ulo mo.
Yes, exactly.
Diba? Oh, can you imagine if you listen? Some people, they like to listen to other people's advice, right? And if somebody told you no, oh, sabi niya, wag daw eh. Ito. I know, di ba? May ibang tawag ganun. But sometimes, maganda rin pala sa negosyo yung matigas ang ulo.
Yeah. And I guess, like, if you're passionate enough about something, you know, you just follow your heart and it'll always lead you somewhere.
How did you equip yourself with the tools? Because a designer, as an artist, di ba? You have to constantly keep on learning,
Yeah.
being abreast with what the world has, and yung mga available resources, fabrics, tauhan. alam mo yun, it's so many details, you know. People see you out in fashion events, in parties. They don't know the serious side. Tell us the serious side of Charina Sarte as a designer.
Serious side. No, I mean, like, really, I mean, being a designer, like you said, you have to do a lot. I mean, you have to be up to date with what's going on with the fashion. But for me, it's like everything really was kind of like I mean, I learned it through experience also. I've always said that I'm like a student. Because especially when I opened my store, I even like, it wasn't just about fashion, it was also business.
Merchandising, it was all lahat.
And
oh.
running a store. Yeah,
Operations,
running a store. It
oh.
was like something that I did not even like study about, I mean, but I really, I learned everything lang as day by day.
Yeah, it's not
It's
easy
like a
because
school.
from an artist, you had to become an entrepreneur.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, like,
So,
you really learn day by day.
A lot of students and fashion people, you know, people who are in the style industry, they want to eventually have what you have. How will you, you know, encourage them to, you know, go forth and, you know, totally like go for their dreams?
Well, yes, if you're like really passionate about something, I mean, you really have to, I mean, you might have so many fears and things that are telling you to, I mean, like you're scared to like make that step. For me, you just do it because there's no harm in trying at least, right? Like, if you fail, it's always an opportunity for you to like do a tryout something else.
Yes. And then 10 years from the first time you made your first sketch to make your first bathing suit,
Yeah.
swimsuit, bathing suit. Napaka-90s naman ng bathing suit. No? You know, from the time you first made your first swimsuit,
Yeah.
wow, how has Charina Sarte changed?
How else did you start to change? Well, like my first swimsuit was like super sexy. I think like also as I mature, I would say.
Wow, mature.
My clothes are also becoming more mature. I think. I mean I would hope that it would.
So your clothes go not just with the times, but go with your times.
Yes, exactly. That's
Right.
why I was thinking like, oh my God, like it's really evolving with me. So I guess like my clients will also be growing with me.
Yeah. Ayan, growth and evolution, those are two very important words when it comes to design, when it comes to our own growth. Right? We always have to constantly evolve. What is Charina Sarte's evolution? Pag-uusapan natin from her swimsuits to her dresses to her expansion in Europe. Lahat ng mga yan. Pag-uusapan natin din. It's the next episode. And we are back on the Kenya Show Season 6 here with 10th year. The 10th year of Charina Sarte as a designer. Charina, 10 years have just gone by so fast. Diba? Parang kahapon lang, you're starting your own now again with a store and with an expansion in Europe. How did this, I saw on Instagram posts of people that your clothes are in St. Bart's, they're in Paris. Alam mo yun, maraming mga designers dito nangangarap lang na mabenta yung mga damit nila sa mga department stores. Sa'yo, nasa Paris na.
So, I mean, I'm sure you know, recently decided, like my boyfriend and I have decided to work together.
Yes.
So he's like my business manager internationally.
Wow.
And
okay.
he's actually, I mean, we've been working for like 3 months now, and he's actually found me stars. So
Wow, okay.
yeah, I was like, he actually proposed it to me. He was like, I want
He
to bring
proposed
it.
to
No,
you?
I wish.
Okay, yeah.
No, he proposed to me to bring my brand guy international.
Okay.
And yeah, so far we have 2 stores in Paris. But I'm not there yet. I actually delivered my.
Yes.
It was received yesterday by the
Yeah,
store.
okay, cool.
So it's a big step, and my
Nandiyan
other
na yun ngayon.
store- yeah.
Ano yung feeling na, oh my God, I am there already. I'm being stuck in a top Parisian store.
Very, very, very happy. I mean, I can't say that I'll be honest, when he told me about it, I was like, I really did not want to put put my hopes up.
Yes.
Because I was just like, okay, let's see. I also know, because like in Paris, people have a different, they have a different sense
A
of
different
style.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like when people go out, they don't really like dress up so much. Like here, pag lumabas ka,
Lahat na,
lahat ng
ano,
girls
oo.
nakatodo, diba? I mean, really, we're like probably one of the most, we really make an effort
Adventurous.
dressing
Yeah,
up. There, everyone's so like
restrained.
chill.
Oo.
So, but yeah, he got that store, and I was really like it. It actually, I told him thank you for making one of my dreams come true. I mean,
Wow,
isn't it so
naman.
cool to say that to someone? Because
Yeah.
it's like really unexpected. But I'm really happy.
What are your other dreams that you want him to make come true?
Ayoko na lang sabihin. Alam mo na yun, lam na.
Tama,
Hashtag
Oo,
lam na.
lam na. If you're watching Val, hashtag lam na. So, we were talking about like how women dressed here. Like now that you're more aware of how everybody dressed here, does it affect your design aesthetic? How you design your clothes. Dati para sa'yo lang eh.
Yes.
Ngayon, dahil you have a store,
Exactly.
so you have more women who are fans of your brand, who wear your clothes consistently. How do you operate now?
I've always said this, like when you have a store, you have to reconcile, like you being a designer and also being a business person. That's what we were just talking about. As much as you just want to make like stuff and follow, you also, I'm sorry to say, but you really also have to make it for your clients, right?
Yes.
So there, and also like with
You fulfill
me,
that need.
Yeah, and for
Diba?
me, I always my thinking when I make clothes is like, I have to make something that people will be like, oh my god, I want to buy that.
Yeah.
I
And that
want-
gives you happiness.
Yes,
Oh.
it's an instinct to me because I always just think like, oh, what do I want to wear? When I go out.
Yes.
Or thinking, because
Wow.
I also am such a shopper. I always think, what would I want to buy? So,
Yeah. So, ang galing naman that your thinking as a designer became from me to we. Diba? Also, me to we. Diba? And that's what empowers you, empowering other people, your customers at that. And yun, sabi nga niya na that gives her happiness that her customers really want what they get to buy. Wow, what a great evolution, huh? Chari, from I've known you for quite some time, and I've known how you operate, and now you're really pro-customer. Very good, diba? Okay, Chari, now it's time to play some games. Yes. It's called 4321. It's just an enumeration. I'll give you the number and you tell me what things fall under that category. Okay? Ready?
Oh my god.
Game? Okay. First, 4
Of
pieces of clothing you can't live without.
Okay, clothing. Can it be shoes? Of
It
course.
can be kasama yun. no?
Shoes. Really nice lingerie.
Huh?
Jeans.
Wow.
And wait, what else? A really, really black dress. Nice black dress.
Wow.
LBG.
LBG, na lahat sexy.
LBG.
Alam mo, one thing lang tatak ni Charina Sarte, no? When I see even the titas of Manila and all matrons of Manila, when they wear Charina Sarte, kahit yung
Matrons.
edad pa sila, they feel sexy in her clothes because Charina embodies sexy. Okay, yun talaga. That's what she embodies as a designer. 3 people who have inspired you in your craft.
People inspired me. Definitely, first I guess like my cousin, who's a designer. He was a big designer in the 80s. Ruby Aranda. Actually, that's how I started.
Oh wow, Dobby Aranda was the
my
go-to.
cousin.
I didn't know he was your cousin. I
That's
just
why-
knew si Juan Sarte is your
Yeah,
pinsan.
yeah.
Oo. But Dobby Aranda was all the clothes of Sharon Cuneta
Yes,
were
yes,
made by the
everywhere.
Dobby Aranda. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so
great, huh?
that's actually how I started. Like, I really grew up in fashion. Like I go to their house, we'd be cousins, and there would be Vogue magazines everywhere.
Wow.
We would like have on like a normal lunch, we will have like a random fashion show.
Wow, and you would have your fashion shoot too.
Yeah.
Wow, and in generations from Dolby Aranda, after Sharon Cuneta would think Dolby Aranda would be, you know, the antithesis of this generation of Tony Gonzaga,
You're right,
Nikki
yeah.
Hill, them thinking you naman. Wow, so it's like a cycle. That's great.
Oh my
huh?
God.
So I didn't know that. Okay, so after Dolby Aranda, who happens to be your cousin, I didn't know. Who else? Two more people.
Well, like my favorite designer, Donna Karen. One of my favorite designers.
Yes, for me nga, you're the DVF.
And
Diane
von Furstenberg. Yeah, all these like women that empower other women.
Yeah.
They definitely are. I mean, they serve as a big inspiration to me. Well, other inspirations would be probably other designers that I'm friends with.
Yeah, colleagues.
Colleagues, yes. they're
Now
all-
colleagues of
I'm
yours.
very, very lucky that I'm really friends with a lot of them. Like, they're all
Yeah, but like people like Raho and Rep,
exactly.
they,
They're all
they
like,
love you so much that they're all just really happy for your success. You know, and for them to call you as a colleague and a friend
Yeah.
is both an honor and a pleasure for them too.
Yeah, it's actually funny because like even Rhett, I would used to go to his atelier and
yes.
get clothes from him. Pa.
Two major challenges you've overcome.
Major challenges. I don't know. I can't.
Well, you know what, baby, because when you see a challenge, you don't see it as a challenge. You just see it as like one thing to check off the list and do.
I don't
diba?
know. I don't really think about it.
I mean, it's a big challenge for you to have opened the store. It's a big challenge for you to have broken through international barriers.
Remember we were talking about the other day. I was telling you like it's funny when I think about it because when I started like when I opened my store and I was starting my business and I was making that big step, I never ever thought for 1 second,
You were
what
gonna-
if it doesn't work out?
Yeah, you never had failure in your mind.
It's weird
Diba?
to think that.
Kasi other people, once they start, napapangunahan sila ng takot. Diba?
It's weird and it's scary to be when I
Yeah.
look back at it that I was like that gutsy.
To be that gutsy
I
nga,
mean,
oo.
imagine like when I had to do the loan for my store, I had to like, invest the money.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean,
I remember the first time pa nga, the slot wasn't given to you.
Yeah, and then
Right?
so like, I never even thought, oh my gosh, what if I open a store and it doesn't do well?
Yeah.
So I mean, in a way that I was blessed that I did not even think about that.
Yeah, walang
Or else
takot.
I would be like, I wouldn't be able to push through.
Oo, so good. Meron talagang napapalang mga walang takot sa mundo. Diba? And then one message to aspiring young designers.
Okay, my message would be if follow your heart. Because everything that you do, if you love it so much, and you really work for it, you'll achieve what you want.
Oh, that deserves some applause, huh? Galing, Chari. I'm so proud of you. You know,
Thank you for having me.
just to really follow your heart and be bold, and go forth and multiply.
Multiply.
And that's what you did with your clothes, with your brands. Diba? With your personal brand now, with other women wearing your clothes. I salute you, Charina. 10 years and more
Thank
in the
you.
business of
Thank you for
fashion.
having
I super support you. I'm here behind you as a friend and as a supporter. Yan, talaga good vibes. People like Charina who really follow their heart. Yan, sabi ko, lagi kong sinasabi, dapat laging good vibes para laging good night. Kasama si Charina Sarte, you are watching Good Night.